Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great morning. I just hope it's all good, all good. Let's get to it. We've all heard of these stories of these miracles of God showing up in people's life and helping them have these amazing turnarounds and all this crazy stuff going on, these miracles and all that. You've heard of them. You've heard of them. You hear people saying it all the time. Well, it's because of God this happened, and you wonder, is it real? Is it true? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's real. These people aren't joking, and He can show up for you too. If He showed up for them, He can show up for you. Here's the difference: they invited Him in. They had a relationship with God. They have a relationship with God, a working relationship. It's more than just going to church and listening to somebody talk about God, and sitting on a bench for an hour and listening to somebody preach, or just listening to them on TV or reading a book. It's about having an active role, an active participation, an active relationship with God. Invite Him in, pray, talk to Him, listen for His answers, act on your intuition. Do things. Have a working relationship with God. Invite Him in, and then these miracles will happen for you just like they happen for other people. It's not a big thing. They're not special. They're not chosen. They're not unique. They've just invited Him into their lives. I always used to think, God was just this big thing that set up in the clouds and kept track, and He punished you and you were going to hell. And because I was brought up around some fanatics, and that's all He talked about was sin and going to hell, and you were never good enough, and that's a bunch of baloney. First of all, there is no one on this earth that isn't worthy of God's love. We're all children of God, every single one of us, and we are worthy of God's grace and God's love. And the more you invite Him into your life, the more you'll see that showing up. But see, the thing is that God gave us free will, and if we don't invite Him in, He won't interfere. He'll let you do whatever you want. He'll let you live your life whatever way you want. He will not interfere. That's just the way it is. However, once you invite Him in and ask Him to participate in your life and help you out, that's a different story. Then He can help you out. Then He has some room to move in your life because you've invited Him in. But again, He will only come into your life at the depth in which you invite Him. If you only invite Him in to help you with one situation, then He can't work in other areas of your life because you haven't asked Him to come in and work. So I say Him because it's just easier. So don't get nervous if you don't get all bent out of shape. If you think God's a woman or something else, that's fine. Just use whatever you want to use. I just say that for the sake of, making conversation easy here. But the more you invite God in, the Creator, higher power, whatever you want to call it, the more you invite that into your life, the more it's going to work in your life. It's like going to work. It's no different than going to work. You get hired for this job, you get paid so much an hour. You only work 2 hours, you're only going to get paid for 2 hours. You're not gonna get any more than that. You're only going to get paid for them 2 hours. You work 40 hours, you're going to get paid for 40 hours. Now you do that several weeks in a row, you get paid for 40 hours a week, and then one week you decide not to go in for 2 days. Well, guess what? You're not getting paid for them 2 days. It just doesn't. The more you put in, the more you'll get out. Now, if you keep doing that for a while, then you'll earn some vacation time, and then you can take time off and get paid. So the more you invite God into your life and the more you work with Him, the more you're going to see where He shows up. It's not that He won't show up. It's just that you don't invite Him in. He can't show up. He won't cross that boundary of overriding your will. He just won't do it. So invite Him in, build a relationship, and the same miracles you see other people having and you read about and hear about can happen for you too, because you're no different than them. You're just a human just like they are. They don't have anything special. Like I said, they've just invited God into their life. They've made God a priority in their life. Now, once I did that, once I made God that priority in my life, things changed for me. I see where God's more active. Not more active, but I allowed Him in, so yes, He's more active. I have more intuitive thoughts, and when I act on them thoughts, boom. And if God asks me to do something, I do it. And He won't ask you to do something that He won't give you what you need to do it. And I mean, the only thing He's ever asked me to do is talk to someone, or maybe take a different route than I'm taking. And when I do that, things work out good. So if I have this thought that, hey, you need to call this person because something's going on, I don't think twice. I just make that phone call, and it never fails. There's always something going on. And I always feel better for that. That's my reward right there. But you work for God, God will work for you, and I'll tell you right now, things are awesome. Hey, listen, I hope this helped you out. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow, chummy. Over.